What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be swapping because the clusters are still not working. Well, the speed is not working, but the RPM does, which you guys saw the video. But I'm going to fix it up. I found a forum from 2006 or 2008 or so showing that moving from pin 7 to pin 14. Either way, I'll show you guys. I hope it works. I know right now we do have a pin that is from the alternator kind of sending signal to the cluster, so I'm not sure if that's throwing off my whole speed. But we do have down there as well, right over here or so, we do have another set of clusters which I'm going to be testing out to see, because I don't know, maybe I might have messed up because I did open it, I took the needle out and everything, but we're gonna figure that out today and see if it works. So let's get right into it. So here we got, so this is the end of the conversion harness. This is a Wireworks. This is pretty much pin out for an EG, but we're gonna move stuff around. But I did note that, I mean, the older style, which this might be an older style as well, for 2000s, it's, you have to fix it from what I read. But essentially the conversion harness runs all the way, and then this is what plugs up down over here. You guys can see if you guys are a little bit confused. But yeah, looking at here, let me see if I can trace this. So from the looks of this, the green one should be 1, and then it should be 10 when it goes to this one right here. So this one is going to be 8, this purple one right here, and that's, according to what I am reading, should be the one sending a speedometer signal. This blue and yellow should be the RPM one. So that's the one that we're going to swap out, because essentially that one, I jumped it over there directly from the ECU E plug, I believe it was Echo 26, to a connector A, which is part of the chassis, and I found the RPM there, and I was able to jump it from there, and it worked. But we're going to try to do it the right way this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pin here, which is pin 7, and then we're going to put it in pin 14, because according to that, that's where that blue wire, which that's where it goes, is at. And then hopefully, because right now this is sending, I believe where it's supposed to be at is actually sending signal from the alternator, so I'm not sure if that's messing it up. But we're going to try moving that over here, and then hopefully it maybe works, I'm not sure. And then at that point we're going to move on, and then going to test the other clusters and stuff. All right, so I do have the car on for a little bit. I do have a lot of coolant, so I'm not going to leave it on for a while, but as you can see, the RPMs is working. I give it a little bit of throttle, as you can see, and that's not moving, so hopefully that's a good sign. I do notice that the needle, sorry, it is a lot darker than these ones, but so far so good. All right, so this is pretty much the end results. So since the blue cable terminal was too big, I just did a little jumper, as you guys can see, with another terminal, and then a little jumper right there to that pin 7 blue and yellow wire, which runs to Echo 26. And yeah, as you guys can see, it works. And yeah, so went ahead and plugged it back up, and so far I hope that the clusters seem promising, because you guys saw the needle did not move like the other one does. So yeah, hopefully it works. All right, so right now I am running the Boopoo 70mm throttle body. So as you can see, you do need an adapter, but unfortunately I am running an RSX radiator, and the hose is not as shifty to this side as I wanted it to be, because if it was right here, it'll be perfect. I did have to trim a little bit of the hose. We lost a lot of coolant in the process, but that's okay. And I am clocking it this way, but unfortunately this way I cannot, when I'm calibrating it, I cannot for the life of me bring it close to 100. I think right now I'm sitting at 83 point something, and I know if I was able to clock it this way, I will probably achieve what I want to, but unfortunately we are touching there, and it got a lot better than what it was before. But I cannot be cutting shorter the hose more than what it is, because then I will lose the hose. So unfortunately we're gonna have to ditch this throttle body, unfortunately. And I'm going to see if I can clock it this way. So the throttle body that I have, you guys will see, it'll sit closer to the intake manifold. Thus, I'll be able to move it this way. So that's what I'm going to be doing for that one. But yeah, so let's get right into it and disassemble this one. We do get the throttle body installed, as you guys can see. It does clear here, so it will give me a little bit more. Right now it's already maxed at this point, so this is not bad where it's touching. If anything, I can just clock it a little bit up if that's the case, and then it will clear a little bit in there, so not too big of a deal, but that's what I wanted to go with. It will still allow me to run the purge or the evap valve. Obviously I wanted to run my map in there, which is no big deal. 72mm does not allow you to do that. So yeah, I got the IAC down there, put a little bit of RTV. Hopefully try it up enough for me to give it a couple times, been probably like an hour or so. Also, it's been kind of hot outside, so it helps a little bit with the curing. Hopefully, knock on wood. I do have to bleed it once again because obviously I did have to take the hose out, so I lost a lot of coolant. We do have another jug right there from Walmart, and yeah, it's 50/50. The blue one that calls for in the Honda manual. So yeah, so I do have to bleed it, and I have to play around because I'm not sure if it's calibrated or not, but we'll give it a go. I do have to get the laptop, but I am going to be skipping all that because it's boring. So yeah, I'm going to update you guys real quick on something that happened behind the scenes. So here we have the map, and what I did was, I kept on hearing some vacuum, so I thought it was just the IAC because it does make a really loud noise, but I put this gasket backwards, the thermal gasket, and the map was sucking from here, so I sprayed a little bit of water to see if if I had any. I should have sprayed brake cleaner, but I do not have, so I just let a little bit of water to see if by any chance stop the vacuum. And then once it got around here, like, it quieted a little bit, but then it went away. So I mean, and then it came back. So when I went to turn the car off, the map port was up here. One of the map ports was up here. It was exposed, and then water got inside. It sucked it right inside the map. Luckily, I don't think anything happened to the engine, but it sucked it right on the map, and the map kind of like blew up, and it had like debris pretty much inside here and then here. And luckily it was just kind of like, it looked like kind of like carbon or something like that. Maybe it could have been that old carbon that was inside, because this is old. I'm not even sure if it still works, to be honest, but I went ahead and just took it off because it was like carbon pretty much like all in here. It looked like carbon. I don't know if it, like, when it sucked it in, it kind of like like got the carbon out, but it did the car kind of like hesitated to turn off, and then I saw all this smoke coming out of it. I mean, it didn't smell like burn or anything. So when I checked, that there was some carbon deposited inside here, not a lot. So I just vacuumed them out, and I went ahead and cleaned this out a little bit as well. But hopefully everything's okay. If not, that's my fault. But we're still pending testing, but I am going to go ahead and bleed it a little bit because I did, as you guys can see, spill a lot of coolant, so I know I have a lot of air pockets in there. So I'm going to go ahead and race it up, do the whole shebang, and then I'll get back to you guys. So final judgment, I got a faulty TPS. So I drew the short end of the stick. It's the first time that I get a faulty TPS, which I bought that from HP Autosports. HP Autosports never had any issue, but for some reason it does not want to go past the 80%. So I mean, right now I'm at 86%, but if I got it to like 90 something, I think I would have been contempt there. But it won't even go to 90 unless I'm like literally maxing out the throttle, and at that point the throttle's not even sitting at 0%, and it all depends where you flick it. But right now my throttle is probably sitting at like 0 to 1%. It flickers on and off, but overall it's behaving pretty well. Idle's pretty good, so I can't really complain. So that's something that I'm gonna have to probably get later on in time, because I won't be able to tune correctly, because I won't be able to get a full range of horsepower and stuff if I don't get the correct one. But yeah, that I believe it to be a faulty TPS. There's no way that I installed 3 different throttle bodies and they're all having the same amount of issues. So my final judgment is I believe the TPS is faulty. It's not what it's supposed to be, but $60 one, so probably gonna end up getting a different one, and I'll keep you guys posted. Got the car, bleeding it. I did find out why I'm leaking power steering. I forgot to tighten up the high pressure or that low pressure side. That's okay. No wonder that explains the wet spots every night. But yeah, slowly, I know what time, little upgrades. I need a new TPS, and I definitely need a better throttle body cable. This one is too long and it sticks, so that's something to be on the works for. So I heard that a GSR is gonna work. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research to see exactly which Integra one works the best, or just get a hybrid racing one that is correct length. But I'm trying to keep it budget as possible. So overall, we're gonna conclude the video. We're gonna start wrapping it up. I'm not sure how long it is, but see if I can recall what I did. So I took the conversion harness, the one that ends up on the driver's side passenger bottom underneath the dash. I switched pin 7, which is originally the RPM signal, and I swapped it to pin 14, and I jumped it because the pins are different sizes, and I was not able to connect them unless you splice them or you cut them and put the correct terminal ends. But I just did that and then disconnected it from the original videos that you guys saw me bypassing it, which that's another option if you guys want to do. Just bypass it from over there directly to connector A. I think it's like pin 19, which is a blue wire, and that will give you signal directly to the RPM as well. I'm not sure if these the new or the old clusters that I just bought, the miles per hour is going to work. It's not doing anything. It just stays still, which I mean the car is not moving, so I believe it should be good. Even though when I did install it in there, it didn't do anything, not even the RPM, so that's kind of sketchy. But when I do put as you guys saw, my miles per hours, it starts climbing, going up. But this one didn't do anything, so I hope it's promising. I haven't installed everything yet because I don't know if I have to take everything back out because I've done that so many times. But yeah, overall, we finished buttoning up this stuff. We got the 70mm eBay throttle body. Everything seems to be working good. I think I need a new throttle body cable because that one's too long and it sticks. Always have that issue. Bought the wrong one from the beginning. Need a new TPS. Obviously that one's a little bit not accurate. Obviously for some reason it doesn't even go all the way to 100. Right now I'm at 86, so I am going to need a new one. I think it's faulty. That's the only thing I can think of. We did end up either blowing or catastrophically destroying a map. I'm not too sure. I never tested it again, but overall there's no more vacuum leak. It's idling beautifully. I bled it again since I had to disconnect the hose and cut it. I just calibrated the pedal. As time goes by, because I bled the clutch master cylinder off camera. I know over time I'm probably going to adjust again a little bit of the pedal. I know I have to lower this side down because for some reason it's higher than this side, or I might just put this one higher. I'm not too sure, but this for sure I'm probably going to bring it a little bit lower. I guess I know I didn't record it, but I did bring it back and forth a little bit. I do have to get an alignment. I do got front rotor brakes on the way. I order some rear trailing arm bushings, which I need a special tool to do. And you guys are going to stay tuned for what's going to come. Hopefully I already spoke to him. We have a date for October to get the car painted and the rust repaired. Hopefully, praise God, everything goes smooth. But he's worked with somebody really well known in the Honda community, and I reached out to him, and we're gonna make it happen, hopefully. But it's gonna be a long drive for me, and I do not know. I am in the process of seeing if I can get a tag for this car and registering, but I do have to get an alignment for sure because everything's out of whack. Obviously, I am double checking everything for no leaks, and cause that's my number one thing, no leaks, obviously. And yeah, little button up, tighten up, stuff like that. We got a couple things on the way, but slowly, steady. I haven't made a video in a while, but yeah, it's that's a little progress update for the Budget Integra. Right now, it's just running on a base map. It's a Type S one. Figures it's actually pretty well, it's doing pretty well, but I do have to cut the hood, so that's probably gonna be next. So that way, because I'm not too sure even where to cut, can't really find, but I think I'll figure it out. Cut it that way I can close the hood, and yeah, once it's all painted, and then I'll work, next on what's gonna come for the budget build. But yeah, we're pretty much already done. Can't believe I fixed that conversion harness, but yeah, I don't want to drag this video enough than what it already is. Thank you guys for watching. I apologize if I didn't, if this wasn't really a lengthy vlog, or I didn't really show step by step, but I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys. Comment, like, subscribe.